My PlayStation is melting. It doesn't like this weather. Okay, we're just looking for the lobby now. As you guys are waiting. There you are. Beautiful. You were just taking us to the... I wonder how many of the grid you got down before you realised they'd gone.
Yeah, that's a good shout to be fair. So I'll quickly run down it then. So we started off on pole position. We've got Stale, then we've got Stiggy, then we've got John Boy, Charlie Dos Santos, McFlurry, Nick John Baker, Sergeant Colon, Tweetman, Milinski, Big Mad Daz, Voodoo, Seto Yoshi, Bertie and Urban Fire on the back of the grid. This should be a rather exciting race. So are you back in the lobby ready to go now, Steve?
I'm ready to go.
Cracking, right, let's go then. Urban Fire's just said it's getting a bit late because his bedtime's at 10 o'clock, which is fine. It gives him 56 minutes to have some fun.
Yep. Before we start saying nice things about them, I'll just check that the stream's working. That'd be great if there was one more thing that wasn't working.
Yes, that's true. It's very true. I'll just finish pouring the pint of Guinness.
Nice. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's working, says Pizza. Oh, and I've got all the views wrong. Here we go, we're away. Valet leads us into the first corner. Stiggy alongside him. All of the racing rivals there behaving. We've got McFlurry off.
One off that.
McFlurry drops it. And we've got Stiggy and Valet battling into the first corner. Second corner, rather.
Take your pick.
Take my pick, yes.
They're all one corner round brands, actually. It's fine.
Well, that's right. I'll accept that. But the field all got away cleanly, which is a good start. That's a good sign for the rest of the night. We've got Nick on the moves on the attack against Charlie, looking for some points for the Amigos. And Peter says that racing rivals go go go. They have had a really good start. We did have a really good practice on this track though. We raced it quite a lot in our community, so it's not surprising that we got some good qualifying. Apologies if you can hear the fan in the background. I'm desperately trying to keep the room cool to keep the PlayStation alive.
It's absolutely fine, Steve. I think we're good.
So,
we're cope with your fan.
That's good, thank you. My only fan.
Just had a little bit of a tap there between McFlurry and Bertie, but McFlurry's waited for Bertie.
Oh, excellent.
Very community of him.
Yeah, we'd like to see some good sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
So apart from Nick Baker attacking Charlie, who do you think are your big picks for coming through the field?
To be fair, they're all brilliant racing drivers, the ART ones. I'm not just saying that just because they're ART racing drivers, but they've all got their own skills. Sergeant Colon's such a brilliant racing driver that is good on sprint races. Big Mad Daz, again, is quick. Nick John Baker is just super quick these days. He does a lot of one-lap time trials, so that's where he's learning his racecraft at the minute. Urban Fire, again, is very smooth, if you like. He doesn't like to think that he's quick, but he is actually genuinely quite quick. Bertie, I don't think this is one of Bertie's favourite tracks in the world, if I'm honest with you, but he is quick around some of the other tracks coming up later on. When we did a practice last week, he was absolutely wiping the floor with the rest of the team, so I think he'll come into his own later on.
Do you think that maybe the Amigos are keeping their powder dry for later races?
I'm not saying that, but yeah, there might be a couple of sandbags in the back of the cars at the minute, that's for sure.
We didn't see it, but Stiggy just got into the lead ahead of Valet there. Ooh. So they're having a good scrap at the front.
Yeah, they are.
Let's hope they don't take each other off. You know, you don't hit your teammate, that's the first rule.
We've got quite a few of them which are all quite nice and tightly packed, of your Tweetman's battling away with Nick John Baker, trying to get a run in, coming down the pitch straight. Yeah,
I think a couple of corners ago Nick just took a little bit too much curb and it unsettled his car, and that's put him into the clutches of Tweetman.
Yeah.
But he's still less than a second behind Charlie. Oh, he's at the gravel though.
A bit of a mistake there from Nick.
He's pushing really hard to try and get back onto the back of Charlie.
He's catching though, he's only 7 tenths behind now, 6.5 tenths.
Absolutely.
So I think him and Tweetman are actually doing a good job. I think Charlie's going to be under some pressure in space the next lap or two, that's for sure.
Yeah, we've got a nice long straight coming up, and that's a good chance for Nick to not only attack Charlie but also defend against Tweetman, because
Absolutely.
you know, Nick's going to have that slipstream to protect him.
Yeah, if Nick can get within another tenth, another 2/10, get within half a second, he'll get a miles better slipstream, and hopefully he can use that again to his advantage to keep Tweetman behind him.
Absolutely. It's a good battle. It's good, clean fighting so far.
John Boy and Stiggy are just playing their own little game at the minute. By the looks of it, they're just pushing each other around the track and doing their own little thing. It's fine.
Look at that, Nick Baker, 4/1000ths off his best time so far. He's very consistent.
He is very consistent these days. Very, very, very consistent. He's become a very good racing driver in the space of the 8 to 10 months that I think I've known Nick John Baker on this game. He's becoming a miles better racing driver from doing his
we're going to dive.
black time trials. Oh, little dive down inside.
Bit of contact. Tweetman through.
Racing is rubbing.
Oh, well, it was the tiniest of taps. Had it been a straight, I don't think Nick would have even noticed it, but being on such a fast corner, it was just at the back end. Nick did really well to keep the car not only together, but still fast.
Yeah.
I think I just panicked and locked up.
Yeah. It's now, all that pressure that Nick's been under, Tweetman has now got to try and survive the same sort of pressure, because he's now got to have a angry-headed Dutchman in Nick John Baker right up his backside.
The last thing you want to be backside is an angry Dutchman, believe me.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I can't say I've ever experienced it, but it's not something I would like to experience, to be fair.
Well, they do say you have to try everything at least once in your life, don't they?
Well, yeah, true. True that, yes, indeed.
Oh, do you know what I've just thrown down my beard?
Oh, go on.
Dubby's natural energy drink with caffeine.
Oh, well, there's a shocker.
I just wiped that off myself and that's everywhere. I was so busy watching this battle between Nick and Tweetman, I wasn't really focusing. Oh, when Nick's off.
Oh,
Nick goes into the back of Tweetman's car.
Oh.
He'll be kicking himself.
Big Mad Dad's overtaking him round the outside into the first corner. Very neatly done. Good teamwork there, not to slow each other down.
Absolutely.
Use each other for a bit of pace and push each other around track and go catch back up to Tweetman again. Try and take back that 5th position. But he can also then take Big Mad Daz with him for the ride, and hopefully Sergeant Colin as well.
So this pack of 3 drivers here, Big Mad Daz, Nick Baker and Sergeant Colin, they're all drivers I've raced against, and none of them are slow.
No.
They're all clean drivers, they're all lovely people. Big Mad Daz out wide. Whoa, I thought he'd gone, but he held it together.
So Nick John Baker and Big Mad Daz get on quite well together when we're doing ART races. And Nick John Baker, and I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly, and this is something I've got to try and get in. So Big Mad Daz is a legend that was born and raised in apparently.
That's my favourite train station.
That's where he's from. Yes, indeed, yes. So Nick John Baker has sent me a challenge to try and get that into stream this evening, and I've done that just for you, Nick.
You need a PSN trophy for that.
I don't quite know if it's as good as you getting in your promotions for your newfound energy drink, Steve, but I gave it a good go.
It's all good. Remember, use the code Nick John Baker for 30% off your Welsh train tickets.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
So Nick is catching back up with Tweetman. Let's have a look at Tweetman's times. So that Tweetman hasn't fallen off the pace. It is Nick that has picked up the pace. There he is. He was faster on that last lap than Tweetman.
Nick is really flying now.
He's got a bit between his teeth and he's going for every point because every position matters. You know, they all want their own personal points, but there's also team points to consider as well. And this first round's looking like a round to the racing rivals, but any points people like Nick can take off the rivals they're going to be important.
Well, you've currently got Stiggy out front, but he's got he's got a 2.5 second lead, but he's got half a second penalty, so I don't know what Stiggy's done wrong there, but
Been naughty.
Dropping back a little bit back to Dale. Dale's then got 1.5 seconds back to John Boy.
Stiggy was brutal around here in practice. He's just
really
phenomenal. But I have seen tracks where he's struggled, particularly with the new physics.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be a couple of points tonight where we're going to see Stiggy not at his best. And that's going to be a good opportunity to get some other drivers up front.
That would be good news for the ART team.
It would.
For sure.
And realistically, it doesn't matter if one Racing Rivals driver dominates, because if you can get 2 or 3 Amigo drivers up there consistently scoring points, that first place is going to be negated.
Well, these drivers have got, anyone can make mistakes, especially with it being reverse grids. Plus, it's not a case of winning the races this evening. It's all about the team. It's all about the points positions. You could have Stiggy and Vale coming first and second, but you could stand up losing in the evening if the ART boys can actually get the rest of the decent points paying positions, if you like.
Absolutely right, Stiggy. Peace has just said in the chat, they're driving on time, right? That is correct, it's 10-minute races. So this is the final lap of the race right now, which is why I've homed in on Stiggy, your current race leader. Let's give him some screen time, because he's like Max Verstappen scampering away and nobody watches him on the camera. Because he's not doing anything interesting, he's just hot lapping away.
Yeah.
Daguerreo's up to the final corner. Valet there with a penalty, he's going to be carrying that across the finish line, so we could see a last second change of position. 2023 Max indeed.
Close enough, yeah, because it's going to be a second.
Yeah, so Stiggy does take the win.
John Boy's got to get there close enough.
No, Valet holds that second place with John Boy third and Charlie fourth. Tweedman fifth, so it's a great opening for the Racing Rivals. Nick sixth, Daz seventh, then Sergeant Colon in eighth. McFlurry a little bit back, he's managed to pull himself away from the others in ninth. Then we've got Voodoo just ahead of Nailinski, and Seto Yoshi and Urban Fire so close together. I don't know what happened to Bertie, but this wasn't his time in the sun, unless he just wants pole for the next race. But here's your winner for race 1, it's Stiggy. So well done to Stiggy, of course well done to everybody. It was a great opening race.
That was a very good opening race, to be fair. I've just been doing the points while the results have been coming in.
Fabuloso. I'll go on then, you do it.
From the first race, we have ART have scored a total of 42 points. So the Grandpa Goes Gaming racing team of 102. So it's currently a 60-point difference.
It is a 60-point difference, but in the second race, the reverse grid, there's going to be a lot of Amigos at the front. And of course this is a track that you've picked, so I'm sure this is a track that you know the Amigos are good at, that we've got coming up next.
Absolutely, the boys had a go at it the other day. They got a couple of corners wrong because they thought they were going a different way around the track, but then they still managed to get it right in the end. I'm just making sure I saved the replay and I've got all the results.
Oh,
and everything.
yeah, I'll do the same.
That's fine, just make sure I do that before I change the event settings.
That turn 2 does creep up on you, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed. Oh, it certainly does, yeah. If you don't know the track inside out, so let's get that. Are you ready, Steve? I'll change the room settings.
Yes, I'm ready when you are.
Happy days.
As we head to race 2.
So if I set, rather than do it set by us, if I change it to slowest first, will it be the results from the first race, Steve?
I do believe that if you set it by slowest first and anybody goes out and puts a practice lap in, it starts to mess up the order.
Right, okay, so just do it set by us.
Yeah, if you set by a host. Fabulous. Okay, so here we go to track 2, the second race of the evening.
Give them a couple of minutes just to have a practice and get used to this track, and then we'll just throw straight into the deep end and straight into the race.
Oh yes, none of that qualifying, Malak. Did you take qualifying off?
Yes, I certainly did.
Okay, that's something I always forget to do.
Yeah, I've got all the settings are already set up, so that I can literally just select to the next one and then go to the next race and so on.
Awesome. Who are we waiting for? Is it Nick again?
Yeah, probably.
Or probably Nick.
No, actually no, Nick's in. Is he?
Oh, I think we're stalled out. I have a black screen.
Yeah, I've got a black screen.
So somebody somewhere has glitched. Well, it gets better and better.
It does.
Yeah, everybody's finished loading, so somebody has glitched out. Dang it. So I assume we're waiting for somebody right now to time out.
Yeah, someone will time out eventually, hopefully there.
If not, might be better off remaking the lobby, perhaps.
Yeah, I can do that dead easily because I've already got the settings.
Okay. Yes, Charlie, winners of race 1. Yeah, chat's still working, so it thinks it's loaded the track. Silly Gran Turismo 7.
I'll put a message in chat and I'll say reset lobby and just let everyone know get reset.
Yep.
And we'll cancel this lobby out. You want to quit? Yes.
Yes, okie-dokie. Host has ended the game.
It's going to be the easiest way to do it rather than waiting around because it could take a couple of minutes for that to sort its life out like Gran Turismo 7 likes to do.
Absolutely. Okay, showing only rooms with friends.
I'm just connecting to the network environment. Shall be there as quick as possible.
Good old checking network environment. Everyone's favourite.
It's a pain. Load settings. 2. Load. And the lobby is open.
Excellent. Just refresh this. Look for your name, and it's not there yet. Okay. There we go. Now we're back in. I'm back in the room. Lago Maggiore East. So there's a fabulous first sector in this track.
Superb.
And it's going to be the place that's going to be won and lost, but that last corner is a beast.
Oh, it's mammoth. You need to get it right.
I see the range.
Awesome, thank you, Pizza. Pizza sees the room, so it's all good. Look, it's all working. We've got all the drivers coming back in. This doesn't look anything like the track that we practiced. And I'm sure it is, but it's just one of those tracks that doesn't look right.
Yes, but it doesn't look right when you're racing around in either, Steve, to be honest with you.
So I'm just running on board with Big Mad Daz. He's coming up to those S's we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And I want to listen to see if he goes through this flat. So lift here, then just gun it all the way. Oh, and he's come out into the pits.
It's such a tight turn then though, when you're flying through the S's and all of a sudden your corner just kind of pops up straight in front of your face.
Oh wow, this is not the track we practiced.
Oh,
so we practiced Lago Maggiore East, and this is clearly East End. So I've hampered my guys. I'm sorry, my guys. I apologise, racing rivals. I'll apologise now. There we go, my guys.
Yeah, I've just checked the message to you, just to make sure it wasn't me. Yeah, I did say East End. Yeah,
so that's my bad.
Oh, that's benefit to Team ART. We could do with some points, so that's happy days. That's fine days.
Whoops.
Right, who are we missing? Oh, we're just waiting for Vale to join again. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll give it a couple of minutes, and we can maybe send her a message and say start at past.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. That gives you time to sort the grid.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
Oh, he's left. He's having issues again.
Yeah. That's because we had to reset the lobby and start lobby again.
Yeah, so he's probably going to have to restart his machine. I wonder if he was the one who glitched out.
Quite possible, yeah. Yeah, quite possible.
So here's McFlurry. Right, let's see what's happening on track then. Let's get a different view to that. And we'll get some info up.
The lobby and do a safety car.
If only we'd got a slot-free pizza we could do with a safety car.
I know how to do.
So Big Mad Daz is setting the way on timing at the moment. He's oh no, Nielinski goes faster, so yeah, the Amigo's looking more at home here.
I think when we did practice the other day, they rather enjoyed doing this track.
This is a great track, especially in
It
summer
is a
buses, but
super
that's for a
track.
different day.
Yes.
Oh, we've got somebody off. Oh, we've got somebody off and somebody around. So Tweetman is around, and Big Mad Daz off. I wonder if those two have had a bit of a snuggle. So we've got Urban Fire here on a 48.0, so he's not quite found his groove yet.
I'm just trying to set the grid while you're doing some beautiful commentary
Yeah,
on
and
the
here-
practice session.
Here's me saying names while you're trying to do names. I apologise.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
John Boy in fourth. I'm pretty sure he's using Urban Fire's slipstream there. Oh, no, he's backing off. John Boy giving himself some space. Sergeant Colon with a beautiful drift. Oh, that's too much drift, sir. Nielinski, he's fast, but only 4/100ths faster than Tweetman. So we've got some competition at the top. Of course, Tweetman's going to need to be much faster than Nielinski because he's going to be starting right near the back. Big Mad Daz using all the track and a little bit more. Oh, and a lot more. Big Mad Daz exploring alternate lines. Who else have we got out here who could be improving? These times are so tight.
Oh, the ART boys are very, very close around here. They had some good close battles in the practice session last week.
Nice. Nice. Every time I watch somebody, they suddenly slow down. What's going on?
I think they know, Steve. I think they know that they're live on YouTube and not wanting to give the game away. That looks at it.
Absolutely. Or maybe it's stage fright.
The room again.
He's left the room again. I see he's having some real issues.
Well, the grid is set ready for him when he comes in, so that's fine. I can just add him in.
Fabulous. Assuming he's back by 1/2 Obviously we can't keep waiting and delaying. We've got 5 races to get through. The adoring fans are braying for blood.
Yeah.
That is pizza. Pizza is braying for blood. Not quite sure who else we've still got, but thank you for being here. See this celebration of 2 Discord communities that just love each other. Sort of. We won't eat your pizza, don't worry. We might lick you occasionally, but not while you're looking.
Indeed, I'll give you a little nudge or a little bump or take some paint off your car or steal your tyres. I thought I'd just put a message into the chat just to let them know that race starting at 1/2, regardless of whether Vale's come and gone again. So he's still trying, bless him.
He's got just over 2 minutes of trying left.
He needs to put some more nuts in his hamster to get it running quicker on its wheel.
Absolutely. But it's too hot. It's too hot to run on a wheel in this weather.
Oh, it certainly is, yeah. I think your PlayStation's said the same thing tonight.
Absolutely. It's nice we've got some air flowing through the room. It seems to be okay so far, but if the stream suddenly stops, then there we go, it's just gone again. So far so good. I hope it's cooler for tomorrow night when I do my main live stream.
Oh, indeed, yes. Yeah. So this time tomorrow night I'll be sat having a couple of beers with 23 other blokes at a golf club a couple of hours away from where I live, and it is.
Fabulous. Would that be a meet-up?
Yes, it's just a golfing trip away with quite a few lads that I only see like once a year, but it's nice just to kind of, as you kind of get older, you kind of all grow apart and stuff, so it's nice just to have a meet-up once a year and just have a weekend and have a couple of beers together, so...
That sounds fantastic.
Session, it's a good do, to be fair.
Absolutely love that. Sounds like a great weekend.
Oh, it's superb, to be honest. Nick John Baker's taking the mick there, saying, is it a 24-hour endurance race? Yes, Nick, it most certainly is.
Oh, Nailinski there, going off flashing his lights. I don't think he was particularly pleased with Seto Yoshi. Seto Yoshi, a great defensive driver.
Bale's trying again at the last minute. He's got a couple of seconds left.
Oh, I think he's in.
Oh,
we've got his welcome message this time.
Happy days. Right, starting again. Let's make sure that he's not starting at the front of the rig, because he didn't do that after last race, that's for sure.
I believe he's 13th, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he certainly is. So I've got Stiggy, Vale, John Boyd, back to front.
Yeah.
I'll start from front to back even. So starting on pole, we've got Bertie, then Urban Fire, Seto Yoshi, Nailinski, Voodoo, McFlurry, Sergeant Colon, Big Mad Daz, Nick John Baker, Tweetman, Charlie Dos Santos, John Boy, Bale, and then Stiggy at the back of the grid where he deserves to be for being a traitor.
Yeah, sorry about that, but I mean, he is, technically speaking, in my Discord.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I just want to take my car of him all night, because he deserves it.
He does. He deserves everything he gets. Which is a pounding. And here we go. Paul Stolz again. Let's jump to Bertie at the front of the grid. You can take us away this time. I did the last one. Go on, Chris.
Oh, sorry, say that again. Oh,
you take us away. I did the last one. This first lap's yours.
And away we go. So Bertie, Urban, Fire, Seto, Yoshi have all got a good start to the race. Trying to look further back down the grid, doesn't seem to be too many issues going through there. Up the front, looking a bit of a battle there between Urban and Seto Yoshi. Urban's blocked him off though, Nailinski's on the outside, and Voodoo's found a gap. McFlurry's trying to battle his way through. Oh, there's been some sort of mad accident back there.
We can see who that is. It's Nick.
Oh, is it
Nick's in the wall.
Baker? Oh, he won't be happy. He's just sent me a private message that he's not happy because we're running a bit too far behind, but that's fine. There's nothing we can do about that.
Bertie's got a great start.
Oh, it's superb. I said to you, Bertie's a bit of a sleeping giant, is Bertie. If you let him get out front, he will run away from you.
Sorry to cut you off. We had two racing rivals come together.
Oh, really?
Let's have a look. Who was that? John Boy may have come together with either Charlie or Tweetman, and one of them was backwards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looks like nice for you.
Long old race, so well, they've still got another 9 minutes left to race, so I reckon you're looking at about 10 or 11 laps for this one, because they should be doing early 52, early 50.
Oh, McFlurry's hit Sergeant Colon.
Oh, and his second Sergeant, but fair play to McFlurry there though for sitting and waiting.
Yeah. This is such a tight track though.
Oh, indeed, especially coming out of that corner and actually the dive bomb into that corner. There's so many places here for an overtake, like going back down the hill into the top corner, into that corner. It should be a good, exciting race all the way through this. Nailinski's just made a little bit of a mistake at the bottom of the hill, just run wide a little bit and got onto the grass.
It's cost him 2 places. He'll be kicking himself for that.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, he's into Tweetman. Nailinski dropped the back end, hit Tweetman, and then went off to see Barrier. Well, this has been an action-packed race after a very clean first race.
Oh, indeed, yeah. I mean, towards the back at Pathway, you've got Nailinski, McFlurry, Sergeant Kohler, and Nick John Baker. Nick John Baker's, I think he's kind of almost given up, to be fair, but knowing Nick John Baker, he'll get his head back in the game, and he'll be back towards the front of the pack very shortly.
Well, let's hope so. He's a great driver. We've got some battling up ahead. Stiggy and Voodoo. How is Stiggy in third from last? He must have taken advantage of all that chaos at the start. He's trying to run outside of Voodoo. Oh, Voodoo cuts him off.
No, Voodoo's not going to that. Voodoo's after extra points for taking Stiggy out there. That's
Absolutely, yeah. Trying to win the bonus Stiggy Cup. Oh, Stiggy loses the back end. Just gathers it up.
Not Stiggy was set on for going for a move down into the bottom corner then.
Yeah, here he goes.
Still going for it. He's still going for it. He's blocked the inside line.
Voodoo doing well to hold the outside.
And keep
Oh, he can't.
Up the top of it. No.
That's Valet through as well. Bertie about to come under pressure. I'm amazed that Stiggy and Valet have made it up this quickly through all that
indeed,
traffic.
Yeah. I mean, I expect him to be quick, but I didn't expect him to get to up front within the space of 5 laps, that's for sure.
Absolutely crazy. Bertie doing all he can, but he's got 2 cars to defend at 3 now, because he's got Charlie up there as well. Oh no, is Bertie under pressure?
There's some good ART racing drivers kind of just there in the midst behind. If Bertie can just do a little bit of a job here and help his teammates out just by blocking the right lines and just bring his teammates back into the game a little bit.
Yeah, be wider, Bertie.
He's going straight past.
Have a wider car.
Make your car wider. Push him off track, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Just get in the way, no one will mind.
No, it's fine.
It's all fun and games. Valet there with the inside. He set that one up a little way back, I think. Oh, Bertie!
Oh,
no!
Bertie. Oh, no, there's a mistake.
Oh, he'll be so mad. He soaked up that pressure for a good 6 laps. He did a great job.
Such a good job there then.
Oh, back to this guy. Stiggy at the front. Well, what can you say? What can you say? Voodoo's not too far back.
No, Voodoo's still battling. He's only 3.4 seconds, now 3.6 seconds back, but he's having a good old battle with John Boy.
Absolutely. And Big Matt does there as well. If Voodoo can just trip John Boy up a little bit, then he can bring Big Matt Daz into play.
Indeed, yeah. See how the guys at the back are getting on. How's Nick John Baker? He's catching back up to the back of the pack. He's slowly catching McFlurry.
Fabulous.
Urban Fire.
I've got to be honest with you, if I'd known Quinny wasn't racing, I perhaps would have picked some of the lower drivers in the Discord.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well that's it. Quinny's not really an academy driver.
No.
But no offence to the academy racing drivers, but Quinny's kind of a bit of a class above that because he's had a lot of practice.
Well, I know that even the higher up guys in Amigos have trouble keeping up with Quinny.
Oh, indeed, yes.
John Boy out very wide.
Because his head will get too big and he won't be able to fit through double glazed door at his house.
Well, there you go. Can't have that happening.
Oh, someone's just gone off up there. Who was that?
Is that in the front?
Santos has just had a moment. Tweetman's now catching up to Charlie.
As you were saying that, Voodoo also went off and hit the barrier. So Voodoo they're losing out.
He decided to go and have a chat with Barrier.
He did indeed. John Boy is under pressure now from Big Mad Daz.
Come on, Big Mad Daz.
Go on, you're the lead amigo now.
Pronounce where it's from again. I don't think I've got it in me.
You realise nobody goes there because nobody can tell the train conductor where they want a ticket to.
Absolutely that, yes. Unless you can click a button on a screen and print it out from a computer, you just never get to arrive there, are you?
That's right. It needs to be a wide screen though.
It most certainly does.
Scientia 91 says go Art with a love heart. Yes, get in there, amigos.
Come on, ART.
I feel like John Boy's getting a slipstream from Tweetman, which is probably helping him out in his defence against Big Mad Daz, which must be very frustrating for Daz.
Oh, indeed, yeah. Indeed, Voodoo's trying to catch back up to Yoshi. Yoshi's trying to catch back up to Daz, but there's too far out of slipstream. Nailinski's just kind of in a bit of a world of his own behind Voodoo. 3.5 seconds with 5 seconds back to Bertie. Bertie's got McFlurry hunting him back down again. And then you've got Sergeant Colon right up his backside with Urban Fire and Nick John Baker chasing them down.
I feel like at this phase of the race, Tweetman's actually holding up John Boy, and this could be a golden opportunity for Big Mad Daz, although they may have just... Oh, they haven't swapped, no.
Ooh.
So Big Mad Daz... Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say Big Mad Daz is right now on the back of the pair of them two. Any sort of mistake from Tweetman here could be detrimental to both of them, to be fair.
Absolutely. If they're going to be making a switch, perhaps they should orchestrate it on the VC rather than on the track. Otherwise they could be in a lot of trouble from behind.
Big Mad Daz is just hanging in there.
He is. Oh, they're both slow through there. That's a bit of grace there for Big Mad Daz, because Tweetman and John Boy kind of didn't know who was going in which direction. This is a cracking bit of racing here.
I'm just watching. I've gone a bit further back downfield. I'm just watching Sergeant Colon and McFlurry having a bit of a battle. They're having a cracking battle. They keep trading a little bit of paint here and there and switching places every corner. It's a beautiful battle.
Fantastic. If only it was for more points, we'd be watching that on the stream.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, Big Mad Daz almost pushing John Boy there. He's trying to go around the outside. He can't make it through, but he's putting the pressure on now. Big Mad Daz. I know he's ART, but I'm rooting for him because he is really putting in the work right now.
He's doing a cracking job, his Daz. Come on, Big Mad Daz.
What a ledge. Oh, it's the final lap.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's gone really quick, hasn't it?
It has. We've had a change of lead at the front. Vales just took the race win by 5/100th of a second.
Wow, that was
and Charlie, Tweetman and John Boy just held off Big Mad Daz, but it was very close. Seto Yoshi 7th, and we've got Voodoo and Nailinski nose to tail. As McFlurry has managed to get some daylight from himself and Sergeant Colon.
That was a very close and exciting race.
It certainly was. There was a lot of action.
Vale and Stigger, though, they're too quick, which means they're going to be starting from the back of the grid once again.
I don't think they mind too much.
No, I don't need it, to be fair. You're definitely doing with them making some mistakes.
Yes. Hello, Viking King Gaming. Welcome to the stream.
Replay. I need the result.
First time. While you are most welcome here. It's great to have you. And welcome to the Amigos Race Team versus Racing Rivals. Can I ask you a favour, says Viking King Gaming? What's that? Is it going to cost me anything? If it involves tea, you're better off asking Chris.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Tea or Guinness. That's my main forte, that's for sure.
What if there was a Guinness flavoured tea?
Oh, I tell you what. Yorkshire tea, if you're listening into this conversation, then make sure you get on it. I will quite happily jump on at Steve's YouTube channel anytime.
See you later, Peter. Hopefully see you tomorrow. So there's a lot going on there. Viking King Gaming, who was that? Who's grinding? Oh, Nick John Baker there throwing some doubt over the driving standards of McFlurry. We'll have to have a look at that in the replays. Hoxton GT. Let's take a look at Hoxton GT on my phone.
Have you saved the replay, Steve, so I can change the lobby settings?
I certainly have.
And speed it up a little bit, edit event settings now that I've got the grid and the race mode settings.
So look, Hoxton GT 1.29k subscribers. Is that the guy? Does the Gran Turismo videos? And ACC? On to race 3. It is Red Bull Ring Short, and this, as you said at the start of the stream, Chris, penalties are big here.
Oh, this will be penalties galore. Around. That was good. Just wait for everyone to tick in, and I will do the starting grid and get that set up, and I'm ready to go.
Fabulous. While you're doing that, I will take a peek at what's happening on track. We'll have some timing as well. Yeah, there's a couple of parts of this particular layout of the track that just catch people out. Russie, good evening, and welcome to the channel of this stream and my knowledge of your existence. Is Big Mad Daz on an out lap or a hot lap? It's out lap. Okay. So since the new physics update, there's been a couple of corners here that have been catching people out. Going in too tight, going out too wide. Let's see if everybody can cope with it. Oh, Russie, you are so kind. Thank you very much. Great to have you. You are most welcome to join us anytime. I'd ask Chris what the scores are right now, but I don't want to upset anybody.
Oh no, I will quite happily do the scores. So we've got ART on 78 points, and the Grandpa's goes gaming on 210. It's an absolute whitewash at the minute.
At the minute.
So, but if I'm honest, I think the ART boys are actually doing a cracking job. Say that you've managed to pull in some winners there, Steve, for the Grandpa's goes gaming team. So I think they're actually doing a really good job.
I think next time we do this, we should probably communicate more about who we've got in our teams and try and balance it a little bit.
Yes.
I've got a few slower drivers I can bring in.
Yeah.
More academy level, but I still think there's plenty of scope for the Amigos to do some great racing, get some good results.
Oh indeed, but it's all about experience. You can't expect to win everything. You know, you've got to be able to go out and take the rough with the smooth. So they're doing some cracking racing already. It's not, they're not doing themselves any this time, that's for sure. So,
when everybody tells me that they're struggling to win certain races or they're struggling to beat certain drivers, I always say you've got to have a target. If you're not racing guys who are faster than you, you're not going to get any faster.
Indeed.
We all ticked in, I think we are.
Yeah, I believe we are, yeah. Good. First.
A lot of drivers just sitting there in the pits. Who are those guys? Urban Fire, Nick Bacon, Alien Skin, John Boy. They think they've got this one cracked. Treatment's the fastest guy out there right now, but it's such a short lap. We're going to have very, very close lap times. Oh, Tweedman bins it. That's something I think we're going to see a lot of as well at first corner. The raised curb on the inside and the outside makes it so easy to light those rears up. Starting soon, says Stiggy. Yes, Stiggy, we're starting very, very soon.
Right, okay, so a quick rundown of the starting grid order. So starting off with on pole position, we've got Urban Fire, then we've got Bertie, Nick John Baker, Sergeant Colon, McFlurry, Nailinski, Voodoo, Seto Yoshi, Big Mad Daz, John Boy, Tweetman, Charlie Dos Santos, Dale and Stiggy back of the grid again.
Well, he's a man who does like to challenge himself. Let's get racing. In fact, there's a bit of inter-team frustration there, I think, between Valerio and Stiggy.
Yeah. Looks like Seto Yoshi is not in a good mood.
No, I think this is his last race. It's his bedtime as Tweetman does a lovely 360. So here we go. I think this might be my pick for a track, actually.
Yes, I think it was, yes, yeah.
So Urban Fire is going to lead us away, Bertie alongside. In fact, the first 2 rows are all Amigos. So I don't think we're going to see any big dives by Racing Rivals drivers. Go Amigos, says Scientia. And we are away. Oh, we've got somebody who got a penalty on the grid.
Jump start there from Nick John Baker, by the looks of it.
Oh, he's so eager to get away. We're all going to get through this first corner cleanly. Lots of space given. Oh yes, he's put himself well ahead of second place Bertie. Sergeant Colon. Oh, he's off.
By Big Mad Daz is struggling in the first corner. Big Mad Daz has got going again, but John Boy's struggling to get back on track.
Okay, yeah, some guys really long way back. There's the 2 drivers you were talking about. So straight away, 2 drivers neutralised. They're going to have a long day at the office now. Got a battle taking place here, I think. Bertie Nailinski defending from McFlurry.
The penalties have started already. Charlie Dos Santos is already up to a second penalty, so he's going to be dropping straight back on the next lap.
Also Bertie and McFlurry with half a second each. These track limits really catching people out. And it looks as though those peacock-finned Racing Rivals cars are a long way back this time. Amigos currently having it all their own way.
Urban Fire up front just got himself a half-second penalty from the first corner by the looks of it.
Ugh.
Nailinski'd get a technical lead, but he's got a half-second penalty. McFlurry's got a half-second penalty. Nick John Baker has got half a second penalty. The penalties are going to be absolutely mayhem.
Oh yeah, so we've got a new race leader, Nailinski, as you correctly predicted. Tweetman up to 3rd. Tweetman he likes this track. A driver who does well around here. McFlurry hasn't really made any progress. Go Nailinski, says Scientia, yes. Here is Nailinski leading the way. Oh, Urban Fire with another half a second penalty. It's one of those tracks that you get frustrated and you overdrive it and the penalties just keep coming.
John Baker's having a good old battle with Seto Yoshi.
Let's see if we can just have a look at that. Oh yeah, side by side.
It's a very close, tight pack in the middle of the pack there.
Oh yeah, you can see them all jostling around, just looking for any way through. It's hard to keep track of. This is going to end in tears.
Oh yeah, you can see it coming, can't you?
Oh yeah.
It's a bit like watching Verstappen and Lando Norris going all going into the same corner at the same time. You never know who's going to come out alive and who's going to go after the next corner.
Absolutely right. That's great to hear, Viking King. Yeah, I'll look you up as well. Obviously, we're a little bit busy right now, but certainly after the stream, I will look you up and see what you're all about as well.
Further back, who's that that's been having an accident?
Oh, that's...
Before he went off the track, Charlie Dos Santos has had a moment after the first corner as well. Big Mad Daz is now catching back up again, which is good news for Team ART.
Oh, and Sergeant...
We seem to have lost someone though.
We've lost Sergeant Colon. Everyone's important, Viking King. Got a battle going on just here. Yeah, Stiggy just got past Nick John Baker. But they both have penalties. Exactly, everyone's important. Seto Yoshi with a 1 second penalty, so he's going to be losing out to the drivers behind him. That is Urban Fire and I think Bertie. No, Urban Fire and Voodoo, sorry.
I think Tweetman's going to be handed the lead here because Nielinski out front's got half a second penalty and only 4/10 is Tweetman behind him. So I think Tweetman's going to be very shortly taking the lead. Fortunately for him, Vale behind him also had half a second penalty. Nick John Baker's just slowed down for his penalty as well, along with everyone else behind him by the looks of it, because there's no more overtaking going on. McFlurry's come flying through though, but he just got himself a half second penalty as well.
It's incredible that 2 laps ago we were talking about how the pack was all bunched up and everyone was jostling for position, and now they're so spread out.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy.
Absolutely crazy. I think as this race kind of goes on though, with the penalties, people will start to spread out, but then it then bunches them back up again, because then people up front, if they start to fall asleep or make any sort of, oh, Tweetman's made a mistake and he's got a half a second penalty, so Nielinski's got potentially to take the lead back the lap after he had to give it up for a half a second penalty.
Absolutely, we call it a half second penalty, but you know, having to accelerate again, it costs you more than that half a second.
Indeed.
But he was late enough in the lap that he doesn't have to serve it this time around. Perhaps he can get a lead built
stay
up.
with him this lap. Yeah,
absolutely.
Nielinski can stay with him on this lap and keep go after it.
Stay with him and don't get any penalties, Nielinski. Oh, but Nielinski's got Valet breathing down his neck. Soak up the pressure, Nielinski. Activate beast mode.
Just going back down the grid, you've then got Nick John Baker in 5th with a second penalty, Urban Fire with half a second penalty, Voodoo with no penalty, Seto Yoshi with half a second penalty, Bertie, Charlie Dos Santos, McFlurry and Big Mad Daz without a penalty. Just kind of dropping back. I don't think he's enjoying getting these penalties.
So CNC just said in chat that Nielinski's a cool driver, he's got this. Definitely right on Tweetman now.
Right up him now.
Because don't drive in your mirrors. Forget Valet's there and keep Tweetman's slipstream.
I think yes, nearly.
Oh no!
Nielinski, oh no!
Oh, frustration. You can only hope now that Tweetman and Valet get it wrong somewhere around the lap.
Indeed, yes. Yes, it's already been seen in this race, to be fair, that they have made mistakes. Oh, Valet's got an half a second penalty. Oh, happy days. Nielinski will be absolutely buzzing about that, but I think Nielinski's going to take his last lap and Valet's won't happen until next lap.
Oh, that's right. It could be that it's too late. Yeah. Valet there.
Nielinski stay in front. Can Nielinski stay in front? Come on, Nielinski.
It's going to be tight.
Don't let him pass.
Goes for the dive.
Oh, a bit of a dive down inside there.
That was a big move. That was definitely intended. Oh, but I thought that was a back end going around.
Nielinski just needs to try and stay with him now. Stiggy's just got an half a second penalty for running wide. And there's been an accident further back down track. Who's that? That's Seto Yoshi that's off the track with Urban Fire.
Here
on the
he
last
is.
corner.
It's a pity we haven't got that replay function because I'd love to find out what happened to those two. Tweetman's got himself over 2 seconds lead now. That's Nielinski. Oh, he's going back through.
Oh, Nielinski's going back through. Valet's still got his half a second penalty. Stiggy's got half a second penalty.
Oh, that's
this
huge.
Could work out absolutely. A superb drive.
That's a big hole of points that Nielinski's looking at. If he can just keep it together, we've got 2 more minutes of this race.
Nick John Baker's having a superb race here tonight though. See that he drops back a bit early doors by having loads of penalties. He's got himself back up into 5th and only 1.1 seconds behind Stiggy. Any more mistakes from Stiggy within these last couple of laps, he could be losing a place there to Nick John Baker. There's only a second between them. Oh,
it's hard to know where to look. I'm sure Nick wouldn't mind getting past Stiggy in the same machinery. That'd probably make his evening.
McFlurry's got half a second going back further back down in 8th position. McFlurry's got half a second penalty. He's got Bertie 9/10 behind him. Bertie could be pouncing there and getting himself further back up the grid.
this a much more balanced race so far, I think, than the previous two.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Nielinski's still battling there with Vale Valley right behind him. There's only 3/10 in him.
Oh, Nielinski going for his fastest lap of the race so far. Can he hold this first corner? Yeah, he can. When you go tight there, it's so hard to get the power down without losing the back end.
So hard, yeah. You've got to be so careful over them sausage curves. It's just unreal. They'll just flip you out. You can't control the car at all.
Good evening, Kevin. Nice to see you. To see you nice.
Nick John Baker's still there. He's still hanging. He's leading Voodoo a little bit. He's capturing Stiggy slowly.
But he's got a penalty.
Nick John Baker's got half a second penalty now.
Oh, that's such a shame because he was catching Stiggy, like you said.
Long time no see.
Fucking last lap. Coming round to the last lap. Is everyone going to make it to the last lap with 4, 3, 2?
Valley's going for it in turn 1.
Will McFlurry make it over the line in time? No.
Tweeman's off. Tweeman's in the barrier. The race leader in the barrier.
Oh no, that means that Valley is through and Nielinski is now battling.
Nielinski to slipstream.
Nielinski.
He could still win this race. Nielinski touches Valet.
A
Oh,
little bit of argy-bargy. To be fair.
it's going to be tight. I think Nielinski's got one more chance to pass Valet, and that's into the next corner, the next right-hander. He's got to be really brave. But, oh, Valet's just too good. Too good in that corner. Oh, Stiggy. Where's he come from?
Stiggy down the inside.
Oh, it looked like Valet slowed Nielinski down, and Stiggy took advantage of it.
The amount of times Nielinski has been catched.
Oh, Tweetman dropped to 6th. That's allowed Nick John Baker to get an extra place, and Voodoo.
Oh, it is. Well done, Nick John Baker. Well done, Team ART, for not giving up on that one. That was a cracking result, that, to be fair. Valley and Stiggy had a job to do there. So, I mean, to say that they only finished 2.5 seconds in front of Nielinski in end, that was a cracking result.
So hard to know where to look in that race.
Indeed.
Oh, well done to all the drivers. And well done to Kevman for making it to the stream. I hope you're enjoying your 3 weeks holiday. Oh no. I've once again got a broadcasting issue because of temperature. Oh no, don't do it. Oh, I hope not. The temperature is still going up, it's crazy. It's 10 o'clock at night, it's still 22 Celsius. I've got a fan on it, believe me. I'm actually going to move the fan in, so I'm going to turn the microphone off for a sec. I'll leave you with Chris talking to himself while he does the points. You can't see it, but I'm literally trying to blow cold air with my mouth into the PlayStation. Okay, I've moved to... Sorry, go on. I've moved the PlayStation. I took it off the ground. Hopefully it'll get more here there. I'm going to try and get video back in just a moment. But if the stream suddenly dies, that means the PlayStation's died.
So we're currently on a black screen.
Oh yeah. I apologise.
PS5 reliability in hotter climates. If it's crashing then expect for 2 days in warmer climates.
I know, I don't know what's going on, and I apologise if you can hear the fan noise now. I've had to move the fan into the room.
Yeah.
Sarge isn't coming back, he's had enough, okay.
I think at this stage it's going to be a good idea for me to reset the lobby.
Seems like a good shout.
Put a message in just so I can read it. Give it 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. And quit the lobby because everyone else is quitting out anyway.
Yeah, I didn't manage to get the replay for that, so I hope you got it.
I've just had a message off Nelinski saying I won't say this out loud because I promise no swearing, but I'll do the abbreviation of FFS. My controller disconnected on the last 2 corners. So that's what happened to Nelinski in that last race.
Oh, unbelievable.
She's absolutely gutting. Nelinski, if you're listening or if you're watching this at all, you did a superb race though, mate. That was absolutely super to watch. Load, create room, boom, done.
Is that down the driving?
It looks like it, yes, but I think Seto Yoshi is also leaving, which means I'm also going to be down to drive it. Okay. So the points that we've got at the moment aren't set in stone. I'm already receiving incident reports. I don't know about you, Chris.
Absolutely, yes.
So I think we're going to have some replays to go through.
Indeed.
Well, where are... Oh, Sardinia. This is the last of the reverse grid races this evening. Oh, mate. My messages are blowing up. I had a message from Super Squid. It says... Super Squid says, good luck everyone, have a good race, looking forward to watching the stream back later. So shout out to Super Squid, who's on his honeymoon. Congratulations to both of you.
Massive shout out to Super Squid.
And because it's after 9 o'clock, get in there, Lewis, but this time try not to come first.
I think Dale's having issues again rejoining because I've had to reset the lobby.
Oh, he's had some major troubles this evening.
Sergeant Colon coming back in, or is Sergeant Colon not coming back?
No, he's not coming back by the look of that. Okie dokie. We're a bit short. Oh, we've got more coming in still. Brill. Brill, brill, brill. Thank you very much, Issa. Good to see you. Let's see what's happening on track. Get some timing up. We can see who's fast around here. We know we're going to have the likes of Valet and Stiggy once again towards the back of the field. Oh, I'm just commentating tonight, Issa.
So I think we're going to have to put. I think we're going to have to put a time limit on this, Steve. Should we just get going in a minute?
Sure.
Whoever's in's in.
Yeah, we can't stay and wait forever.
8 knots. Map phone also left.
On a completely unrelated note, I brought 2 vapes up with me to my rig room, and I've lost them both.
All right.
How have I done that? I'm just sat here in my rig.
Is that because you've been moving everything around with the fan and everything else?
It must be. This is just... It's the Twilight Zone.
Connection problems.
Oh, Valerio, once again with connection issues. It looks like, Valerio, you might have to
CPV 1.
sit out to the last ones. I have tried the CBD ones. I need them every now and then for my back issue. They don't taste particularly nice though.
Absolutely not. So we've currently gone from 14 down to 10 races. Valley's
Very
not
good.
having too much fun there, but where are we at? So we've got 5 of each though, which isn't too bad.
Oh,
So
but
at least it's still equal split of teams.
as long as it's still equal split, I know I've got Kevman standing by as a reserve if I find myself short.
Perfect.
And I do believe there might be some penalty points coming certain ways, so
Quite possibly with the sounds of it, so I think we'll have to sit down and have a review
yeah.
at some point. Well, I think
Both
at
captains, of course, so that we can be
Sorry, internet is cut in.
so that we can be neutral.
Indeed.
And what I will do, if there are penalty points, then I will I'll post something on the community page on the YouTube channel.
Yes, indeed. I think at that, I'm just going to start the race, Steve, because we've now been waiting and Dale's struggling. So
Yeah,
I think with 5 of each, I think we're good to go.
yeah. Well, we've got 5 of each. That's fine. I hope you understand, Valerio, that we're just going to go with this one now, and then we'll see what happens with the connection afterwards. There we go.
We'll be able to get back in.
Please continue to flow.
So this was your pick, wasn't it?
Yes, it most certainly was, yes. So this
Any
is a
particular
track that
reason?
We've done quite a lot in it. This is a
Ah.
track that we did quite a lot in my early days of ART, when I was first getting into Gran Turismo, and I just really enjoy it. I think it's good fun racing. It's technical, but it's got this nice long straight. What
Hang
I'm
on.
intrigued to find
Oh.
out.
That
I
grid's
was
not
going,
right.
Say it, sorry.
The grid's not
Oh.
right.
Oh, I didn't set grid, did I?
Ah, all right, quick, guys.
That's too many thinking.
Yeah.
So, too many rushing. Put it out.
Oh, as 3 racing rivals take each other out in one corner. You love to see it.
Oh, indeed. Stiggy's doing dog nuts. Right, so I'll quickly set the grid, starting grid. No one has entered. Enter, everyone enter.
Oh, Valley's coming in. Do you need another driver?
Let's see who's here. So we've now got 13.
So we've got
let's
6
see if
and
he
you've got
gets in
5.
first.
Yes.
Well, let's see if he gets in first. Because
think
he
you
might
will.
still struggle to get in.
Waiting for Voodoo, he says. So is Voodoo on his way?
Right,
Oh no,
okay. Voodoo's. Oh yeah, Voodoo. Is Voodoo coming then? Yes. No.
I don't know. But Valet
Back down to
has
10.
once again dropped. He's struggling
Right,
this
well,
evening.
If everyone can tick in, that
Yeah.
would be super. So I
Let's
can
just-
start setting the grid.
Tell them.
This it gives me a fighting chance.
Yeah, here's Voodoo.
Here's Voodoo, super Voodoo. What a bloke.
Fabulous.
I need Charlie to tick in. There we go.
Is he in?
Starting the grid.
Brill.
Yes, I believe so. Right, so we are starting with, so Sarge isn't in the lobby, so he's not starting anywhere. We've got John Boy up front. and then we've got Urban in second. Next to Urban, we've got Seto, Yoshi, and then Daz. Seto, Yoshi. Oh, which we've lost Seto Yoshi, so that means that Big Bad Daz goes in there with Urban. And then we've got McFlurry. McFlurry, we've got Charlie Dos Santos. And then we've got Tweetman. Is Tweetman in the lobby? Yes.
Yep.
There. And then Voodoo, Super Voodoo.
Shumster's here, he says go Art.
Yeah, that's Voodoo, Shumster.
And Scientia says go Art as well. Lots of love for Art tonight.
Yeah, Linsky. Stiggy, and then Vale. Is Vale still trying to join? Oh, Vale
He's left the room again. I think we're going to have to just roll with it.
So we'll just have to roll with that then. So, start the race then, because that should, in technicality, be in order, but because there's people missing, it's fine, it is what it is.
Yep.
So we've now got 6 ART and 5 racing rivals.
Yes, indeed.
Should we
So,
just go at that?
can do if you want. Yep.
Right, we're off.
If you're still in the lobby, still in the chat, Kev man, you might need to be on call. My reserve driver. Shumster's saying Daz for the win. Let's see if he can make that happen. Get some information up. So, did John Boy really finish last in that last race?
Second to last because Sarge quit out.
Yep. It's a tough race for John Boy.
He's going to have some very quick drivers with Big Mad Daz and Urban fire up his backside from the word go, that's for sure.
It's a clean start for everybody.
John Boy's got away well though, but Big Mad Daz is looking down the inside. Go on, Big Mad Daz, Lil. Plenty of space, that's it. Well done, boys.
Thanks for being on standby, Kevin. I will give you a call if I need to. John Boy trying to sprint. He knows he's got to build that gap.
I think this could be a really close race, and I think a lot of these guys here might need some carbohydrates after this race, because this is going to be really intense for at least the first couple of laps. They'll be sweating now at this point of the evening.
If they start to feel a little bit run down, perhaps they could try some Dubby's natural energy drink with caffeine. Remember to use the code Grandpa Goes Gaming for 30% off your total order. As Big Mad Daz closes in on John Boy, he's got the slipstream, dives to the inside, and Big Mad Daz takes the lead.
Big Mad Daz down the inside, superb move that from Big Mad Daz.
Absolutely. Oh, John Boy's coming back at him.
Quick around here.
But he can't get through.
I think John Boy's got to stay right on him, or he's got to keep him keen, because Big Mad Daz is quite quick around here, to be fair, from practice sessions that we've been having.
Somebody was off then. I think somebody was in the barrier. I'm just to try and find out who. I think they got going again. It was Nailinski, I think.
Seems to be okay.
Nailinski's dropped right to the back. Oh no, he was at the back, wasn't he? It was Bertie. My apologies.
Bertie.
Big Mad Daz trying to pull away, and John Boy coming under pressure now from Urban Fire. And there's about the same gap again, back to Tweetman in fourth.
There's some cracking battles going back down here though. McFlurry and Stiggy just trying to push each other around the track to go and catch back up again. Nick John Baker is also trying to catch up with them two, battling with each other. Although they are teammates and should be helping each other really. Urban Fire seems to have made a little bit of a mistake and is now under pressure from Tweetman. Tweetman's got inside line and he goes up into third onto the podium positions.
Yeah, I think that wasn't exactly set up. I'm pretty sure that was just a move of opportunity. As you said,
Absolutely.
open fire there, just offline a little bit. That was all it took. John Boy's seen wide there. I think he's fallen back a little bit. But he's...
John Boy's still battling though, still there, still within half a second. Big Bad Daz is just weaving a little bit down the straight just to try and break that toe, just to kind of get that little bit of an extra gap.
He's definitely under pressure. Speaking of under pressure, Urban Fire around the outside of Tweetman.
Go on, Urban. Oh, that is superb racing from the pair of them, very clean.
If he'd pulled that off, that would have been the move of the night.
Oh, absolutely superb that.
Great racing.
We're just having a little bit of a look back up the inside there, just to say to Tweetman, I'm still here, I'm still up your backside, I'm still chasing you.
And look at that, 3.2 seconds back to Stiggy on lap 4. These guys are in a league of their own right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Urban Fire a little deep there. That's going to put him just off the back of Tweetman, right on the very edge of where he can get a slipstream.
Nick John Baker's managed to catch back up to McFlurry and Stiggy though, so that's a treat for Nick John Baker, them two having a bit of a battle. There's a nice little three-way battle that's going to be happening there in the next couple of laps. Nick John Baker's going to have some fire in his belly because he'll want to prove a point.
Yes. It's like, oh, he's going past McFlurry now, through the S's, and I think that's done.
That's a superb move out from Nick John Baker. He just needs to cover him off so he can't come back at him in the next corner.
Oh no!
Well,
McFlurry's caught his back end, and I think I think Nick's back is already up. Oh, we've got a big accident there. That was Bertie's dropped it. So Bertie's fallen right back, and I've lost where I was. Oh, and Bertie's given up. At some point, he has. At some point, John Boy's had a big mistake, and that's released Tweetman to go after Big Mad Daz.
Well, Tweetman's right over, he's diving down the inside on the first corner to take the lead of the race. Big Mad Daz won't be having that though. They'll be tailing him all the way back and repaying the favour hopefully when it comes back round onto the next lap. John Boy, Stiggy and Urban Fire having a cracking battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th.
I'd love to watch that, but
there's too much more action going on track.
Just 0.3 of a second between the two front cars, and they're not letting each other go. Big Mad Daz is going to have to slipstream down here. Come on, Tweetman, you got this, says Valerio. He's trying his hardest, but Big Mad Daz keeping him honest, keeping him under pressure, pulling away from the John Boy battle. How's that battle looking? Well, you throw a blanket over them.
Indeed, yes, they're so close. Less than half a second between the three of them. It's a cracking little race.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be getting a bit frustrated though, because I think he's feeling that he's a little bit quicker than John Boy around here. He'll just want to try and get past him, but hopefully that's working well for Urban Fire, because that'll bring Urban Fire back into the race.
Absolutely.
Down inside the last corner and makes a massive mistake. Come on, Urban Fire.
Stiggy there, getting frustrated, I think, with his teammate. Oh, Urban Fire dropped it.
Oh, Urban Fire's now dropped it after watching Stiggy going off of the track.
He thought it looked like fun, he wanted to try himself.
That's got to put him back into the land of the gods of Nick John Baker, Nick Flurry and ART Nailinski catching up with that pack as well. That's going to become a four-way battle very shortly.
McFlurry trying to go around the outside of Nick in the first corner. Nick says no. A very solid defence, but a fair defence.
That's a good way to describe Nick, is that, to be fair?
I've raced against Nick several times, and I know he's very good with his mirrors, he's very good with his car positioning.
Oh, he's very good at defending his Nick, to be fair.
Oh,
Straight to the point.
Nailinski, out of nowhere, through on McFlurry.
Oh, go on, Nailinski.
I think McFlurry was offline there. And Nailinski's flying all of a sudden. Yes, Nailinski indeed. And still, Tweetman and Big Mad Daz trading blows up at the front.
Possibly got another 3 laps for Big Mad Daz to catch back up with that second.
Absolutely.
Any sort of little mistake from Tweetman and he's going to be in the grasps of Big Mad Daz.
He's got some breathing space at the moment as Tweetman, but how long is that going to last? Big Mad Daz might not have that same slipstream down the straight.
I'm surprised that Stiggy's not up there though. He must have made some sort of mistake that we've missed because he's 6
oh,
Tweetman!
Tweetman dropped it, he got the power down too hard.
Oh, no way, so that's giving Big Bad Daz the lead.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Big Bad Daz just needs to get all this for the next 2 laps.
Valerio there saying that he could join any other lobby except for this one. So perhaps that's a little bit of sabotage there going on by the lobby owner.
Yes.
Stiggy all on his own in 4th. Nick and Nailinski, they're nose to tail. They don't want to be fighting between each other though. And Tweetman less than a second behind Big Mad Daz. This is going to be a tense finish.
This is going to be a very close finish. 1.7 seconds in the top 3. Any sort of mistake you can end up either finishing 1st or 3rd. Stiggy's still battling though. He's not been overly quick. Fastest lap of the race so far tonight. It's a 56.9 from Tweetman.
Oh no, that's now a 56.3 from John Boy, who's getting the hammer down in Tweetman's slipstream. And this is the final lap of the race. You can see Tweetman looking aggressive, looking for a way through.
Oh! Tweetman's dropped it. Oh no!
Tweetman in the barrier.
Catch him. Can Stiggy catch him?
It's not going to affect the points too much if Stiggy catches him, but will Urban Fire catch him? No. What a gap they had back to Stiggy.
It works out well for Big Mad Daz though. If Big Mad Daz can just get this last corner right, this down the hill and get back up the corner.
John Boy's flying.
I think there's too much for John Boy, but yeah, 6 tenths behind. I think Big Mad Daz has probably got this in the bag. I shouldn't say that those commentators say.
Yeah, stay calm, don't put the power down too hard.
Keep it nice and steady. Oh, John Boy nearly lost it, going sideways round last corner trying to catch up with Big Mad Daz.
And that's costing about 3 tenths.
Big Mad Daz across the line, super. With John Boy up his backside. Tweetman comes on for a deserved 3rd, I must say, because that was a cracking battle up front. Stiggy in 4th, but to finish 5th there.
Oh, Nailinski.
John Baker in 6th, Nailinski in 7th.
Just edged out Charlie.
Charlie in 8th, McFlurry in 9th, and Voodoo in 10th.
What a race.
That was a superb race, that to be fair.
If you only tuned into one race in this stream, that was the one. That was the one to watch.
Oh, indeed, yes. Absolutely that.
Fabulous, well done by everybody, but especially by Big Mad Daz, who soaked up the pressure.
That was superb racing that from Big Mad Daz.
It's a pity you can't access the replays while you're still in the lobbies, because I could really pick some highlights out there.
Oh, definitely. I think that'll make for if you wanted to make a highlight reel from that one, you could easily make a good highlight reel just from that race, to be fair.
Absolutely, yes. Sticky says L. Tweetman. Kev says stop crashing on the last lap. How are we on time? We're not on time. We're well over time. But we've got one 10-minute race left to go. The big finale at the Nürburgring GP Sprint. So it's not the GP, it's the Sprint.
It's a sprint, yeah.
Tweetman not too happy about that. Well done, Art, says McFlurry. Good evening, Josh. It's going furiously, really. The battling is intense.
Furious. I'm just doing the grid.
Okie dokie. Shumster, you did. If you can give me the lottery numbers as well, that would be fabulous. Personally, I was picking Tweetman for the win there, but well, we're winning so far. But there are some stewards reports coming in, some instant reports. So we know that there could be a few little changes here and there. So don't count your chickens just yet. Rude GGG, says Tweetman. Well, it is rude of you to crash. Oh, Valerio, I think big issues. Well,
just try and change Bobby while Vale's trying to rejoin.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands, it's 5-on-5 anyway at the moment, so at least it's fair.
Yes, indeed that. So the starting grid for this race, which is the last race, is...
It's Big Mad Daz on pole!
Big Mad Daz on pole, yes. Click in.
And just remember, it's worth at least 2.5 points to punch Stiggy off into the first hairpin.
Oh, indeed.
3.5 points if it's one of my guys.
Only 3.5.
Well, I'm thinking about the... yeah.
Currently ART on 200
pound.
I mean on 359.
Wow, what a night it's been. It's been
a cracking night.
It's been a cracking night. Not going to take anything away from the ART Academy team. They've driven solidly.
Oh, superb! Yes, yep. Thoroughly. Huh?
Yep. Yep. It's been quite a night. Quite a spectacle.
Right, so everyone ticked in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ticked in, isn't it?
So Valerio, I think we're going to go with this 5-on-5 for the last race. Keep it fair.
I'm not kidding. I've had the same error screen for over 20 times now. Sorry, fans.
And then we'll have John Boy, which is correct.
Yeah.
We've then got Tweetman.
Valerio's not going to try and rejoin again. He's not been able to get back in. But he's done a solid job tonight. Valerio scored lots of points for the team. I think he deserves a lie down and a rest.
7 was no escape. 8 is Charlie.
Really, you know go to Hush. What you see my booth?
For it.
I'm watching you now, Tom. If you want to drift, you crack on.
We do. Let's just go, I suppose.
Let's just go. As Stiggy drifts us into the race.
We've got a 5-on-5.
Oh, that's a barrier.
The last race of the evening.
Let's go. That's a barrier as well, Stiggy. We're still nice drifting. Okay, Big Mad Daz on pole. Take us away, Chris. It's the last one of the night.
So on pole we've got Big Mad Daz with John Boy. Can Big Mad Daz make a decent getaway here to be able to get away for the first corner, because it's a definite easy dive down the inside for the first corner.
Go, children.
We're off John Boy. We'll have Tweetman right off his backside as well. John Boy's got a good start there though, but Big Mad Daz is there in the second part of the start and he's coming across just to block it off. Well done, Big Mad Daz. That's superb racing that. Oh, and there's a bit of a tussle there, Stiggy. Tweetman cut across the front of Stiggy and it's caused a bit of hassle there. So the ART boys were just sitting back and watching them. John Boy's up the backside of Big Mad Daz going into the third corner. With Stiggy and Charlie are having their own little battle against each other, inter-team battle. Nick John Baker is currently fighting and Dale Insky, his own teammate, behind him.
Stop the press, Big Mad Daz has a penalty. at the front,
no.
which is serving this lap. Oh, you don't want to be saving a penalty on your first lap.
No way. So it gives him time to be able to battle it back though, if anything, but it is going to drop him back into the likes of John Boy and Stiggy.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be
a big penalty
fourth.
around here as well. Yeah, if he's lucky because he's got to drop back. Oh, he's managed to keep it into third. Stiggy's got to dive down inside into the last corner though.
So Viking King is asking where the teams are based off. This is an inter-Discord battle, Viking King, where we've got the Amigos Discord versus the Racing Rivals Discord. If you use Discord, you can find the link to the Racing Rivals Discord on my channel, and then I can link you into Amigos racing all week, all the time. There's always something going on. What's going on right now is Tweetman leads from John Boy, and then Stiggy. Big Mad Daz shuffled down to fourth. Fifth.
Try to go around the outside of Big Mad Daz in the first corner with Nick John Baker on the inside, and they're just a good bit of teamwork there, just blocking Charlie from being able to make any sort of move.
A big gap ahead though to Stiggy. We really need a battle between Stiggy and John Boy in order to get Big Mad Daz back into the action.
Big Mad Daz just Nick John Baker's now taking that position off of Big Mad Daz. He's just run a little bit wide, and McFlurry's up the inside of Big Mad Daz, and he's dropped back even further.
Absolutely. Is this going to be Nick's race to shine? Do we think he's already catching John Boy? Oh, he's on the gravel.
Oh,
I've cursed him. I'm sorry, Nick. Naylor's in the background as well. Found the kitty litter, but he's managed to hold his place. Let's go, Amigos, indeed. Who was that cutting the... That was Big Mad Daz taking a lot of curb and getting away with it.
I missed that one, but yeah.
Oh, and Nick's under massive pressure.
Nick John Baker seems to have been on the same part of the track for every single lap of every single race.
And it's often ended with a little bit of friendly paint swapping.
Indeed, yeah. Putting it, to be fair. They're both very good and very quick racing drivers, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. The trouble with being a very good, very quick racing driver is that everybody wants the same bit of apex.
Indeed, yeah. Indeed.
Oh, and Nick's doing a great job. I think he might be pulling away slightly from McFlurry. Oh, he's out very wide, using all the track and then some.
You can get away with abusing that corner of the track because you can get away with running wide quite a bit there.
Absolutely. Kevman says that Tweetman's going to crash anyway, so it's Stiggy for the win.
Do Tweetman just pushing Stiggy out onto the gravel, if anything.
And what, John Boy crashing into the pair of them?
Indeed, yeah.
Oh, but
superb that.
Nick's purple.
Nick's just on purple,
he's the fastest man on track at the moment. Oh, we've got a battle for the lead. Stiggy and Tweetman side by side into the chicane. And that ends badly for Stiggy, who gets squished down into third place. That's going to be good for Nick, who gains over a second.
Superb. Come on, Nick John Baker.
So the racing rivals at the front having some fun, but that could come back to bite them later on. So ultimately Nick wasn't the fastest man on track, but he was over a second faster than previous. But McFlurry still with the slipstream takes that fourth place. And Nick, oh, he can't quite get around. Yeah, Kev, you need to use your line to the chicane, which is pretending the chicane's not there. It's a great line, it's a fast line.
Just take it straight through.
Just take it straight through, yeah.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to do it.
The more air you get, the faster you're going.
Trying to look great. What's going on out back?
Stiggy's got a second penalty.
Ooh.
And he's going to save it this lap.
That's going to put him right back down there.
That could put him back into the hands of Nick.
No, certainly could. I think Nick will be right up on his rear bumper.
Oh, and he was purple as well.
Superb.
So I know, Stiggy takes it well. Just down to third again. I think he was really pushing hard on that lap, knowing he got the penalty.
Yeah.
But McFlurry takes
He'll
third.
always get a loose position to McFlurry though, because McFlurry had the pace coming down the hill. So.
Oh yeah, McFlurry's really pushing this race. Go Nick, go. He's currently a second and a half behind, I think. I can't quite see under that text box. Might just be a second, I can't tell. Oh, it's 1.3 seconds. So yeah, Nick on a flyer. 1:33.8. Nick's very consistent in this race.
He has become very consistent recently, to be fair.
And with Stiggy and McFlurry fighting up ahead, this is Nick's opportunity to really close in. Oh, loses the back end. Nick lost the back end and loses a second in the process. Oh, bless him. And he's lost the back end again. Frustration creeping him.
Cracking battle going for 5th and 6th between Big Mad Daz
And Charlie.
Santos.
Yep. Big Mad Daz, who started at the front, but he's had a bit of a shocker on that opening lap.
Yeah, I think that half second penalty just kind of killed him off.
Absolutely, but he's got his head together again. Taking some sand with him, gonna have a souvenir. I think he could go for it into the chicane. He's lining Charlie up. Just can't outbrake him.
Thought about it, but didn't want to kind of risk it and take Charlie out.
Well, maybe. So is it instead going to be a dive into the hairpin? In fact, it's probably better to wait for the hairpin because it doesn't give your opponent the slipstream on the straight that way.
Yes, true, yeah.
Oh, but Charlie had a really good run out of that last corner.
Tweedman and John Boy just having their own fun. They just keep swapping positions for first and second every corner at the minute.
They don't have too much fun or it could end in tears. No, they're both one the honour of winning.
Bring them back into it.
Yeah.
Bring everyone else back into it. We could do with it, to be fair.
Let's take a look at that. Here they are, John Boy and Tweetman. They could barely fit a puppy between them. Not that you'd want to. My puppies, give me the puppies.
Charlie's just got himself a 1 second penalty with Big Bad Daz only half a second behind him.
Oh.
So he's taking it this lap, so it looks like Big Bad Daz is going to get past Charlie and get back up into 5th position with a nice little gap.
Well, it's not just about being fast,
down the hill.
It's about being clean as well.
Well, it certainly is.
Big Mad Daz making full use of that slipstream. Absolutely, Josh. The racing rivals they've been on form tonight. They've done really well. Speaking of doing really well, McFlurry there holding his third place. He wants that podium from Stiggy, and of course the honour of beating Stiggy because Stiggy does talk big. Tweetman and John Boy side by side as they go towards the hairpin. Steady on, boys. It's the last lap. You start having accidents now, you're not going to come back from it. Who are you pegging for the win then, Chris?
To be honest with you, I think I'd probably out of Tweetman and Flurry and Stiggy are having their own little inter-battle, whereas if they were working together they'd be catching the two up front. So my money, to be honest with you, I'd probably put it on Tweetman, knowing Tweetman is very crafty. So it'd be a massive lunge. So this is the final lap, it's going to be a massive lunge from John Boy going down into the last chicane. Oh, it'll be some sort of mistake from Tweetman, but I think Tweetman's good enough to hold his head and get it across the line for the win.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to agree with that. At the start of the lap I might have thought John Boy, because I thought Tweetman was a bit scrappy in the last race, but in this one he's really put on quite the display.
He's definitely held his own. He took that nice and calm, then that little chicane just to make
John Boy's to the outside.
John Boy's round the outside. Oh, this is getting a bit tight.
Oh.
Extremely clean. Apart, shame we lost a few drivers on the way, but you put amazing effort yourselves proud.
On third, and coming on fourth, with Big Mad Daz in fifth. Nick John Baker in sixth, Charlie Dos Santos in seventh, Urban Fire in eighth. And then we've got Voodoo and Neil Linsky just coming around the last corner to come and take 9th and 10th.
Fantastic display of racing from both teams. It's been one hell of a series of races.
It most certainly has.
Oh, and there we go. They're doing the old Ford at Le Mans shot there at the end.
Oh, yes. Indeed.
Fabulous.
A quick tally up of the final scores, but obviously there may be a few little amends to this list.
Yeah, I've had some incident reports. I'm pretty sure you've had some as well.
I've had one or two, yes, that's for sure.
So we're going to be looking at those as well, which means the final scores might not be the final scores. No, I agree with that. I think both teams have different racing styles, and
Yes.
in places that clashed.
It's a shame we didn't manage to keep all the drivers for the full evening, but sometimes that's the way it happens.
Well, the drivers that did stay put on quite the show for us, at least.
Oh, they certainly did, yeah.
Magic. Well, thank you to everybody who raced, and everybody who's been in the chat, chatting away. Bless you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for anyone who's been watching this evening and anyone who's planning on watching at a future date. Thanks very much for coming and taking part. It's been a cracking evening of racing.
From a completely
Very much enjoyed.
From a completely selfish point of view for me, and thank you to the 4 new subscribers who have come.
Well, happy days, yes.
Happy days indeed.
So, final scores on the door are ART 256 and Grandpa Goes Gaming. But obviously that is open to review. We'll have to have a quick look over it and see if there's anything that's happened that we've managed to miss on stream or whatever else.
Oh, we've got some donuts going on there, some celebrations. So now we've done this once, I say we do this again in the future. And I think next time we'll coordinate on the teams.
Yes.
And we'll try and balance them out appropriately.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that'll probably make it a little bit of a little bit closer, if you like.
I can think of some guys who are probably more on your academy level, and I'm sure you've got some drivers who are more on my faster guy levels.
Yes,
So I
probably, yeah.
think there's some scope for a couple of these in the future.
Yes, definitely, yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, we just need to have a bit of a practice and take it from there. But yeah, no, happy days. Thank you all, and thank you, Steve, and thank you, YouTube.
And I want to say, of course, thank you to Chris. This is the first time I've had a co-commentator, and it's been lovely to have you on the stream. Thank you very much.
My first ever attempt at commentating.
Yes, Josh, that is Chris from Barnsley.
Yeah, pretty much, not far off, mate. Yes, yeah, Wakefield massive. But no, thanks very much.
Amazing, thank you, and thanks for watching if you've watched this back. And once again, of course, congratulations to Super Squid, the man who got married this week inside his honeymoon, so he couldn't do any racing. And until next time, thank you and bye bye.
See you later.